What's up? This Nick Young of the LA Lakers. You rocking at IE Sportsnet.
The Inland Empire Sports Authority.
Voice. Yes, we are. Yes, we are live. It is IE Sportsnet, IESportsnet.com. Live right here, connected by Boost Mobile for Fox Sports Radio 1350. I am your host, Eternal.
And I am the one and only Coach B. You know, when it comes to Inland Empire Sports, the conversation starts and stops here. Yeah, I heard a buzz in my head, Holla. It's like I heard myself on delay, so it kind of threw me off. So let me try that one more time. And I am Coach B. You know, when it comes to Inland Empire Sports, the conversation starts and stops here. You got to love live radio.
Oh, man.
You know?
Live radio is where it's at. I mean, big up to Greg Holla, who always does a fantastic job. You guys don't get
the original Yellow Jacket.
Yeah, I mean, you know, he's like, hey, I put the yellow on the jacket.
There you go.
Out there.
But you know what, man? You're better with stuff like that. See, you're a theater guy.
Oh, yeah,
I was more of a on-screen guy. I was like, take two. I didn't get my right side.
You know, a backstory. I remember we first, Coach B, we were doing the pilot. I never forget this. We went to K-Dub's house. Remember that?
Right.
And Coach B had the script all written. And I was just so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, Coach, I don't really do it like that.
He's like, there's no audience.
Yeah, I was like, well,
what's my motivation?
Yeah, and I'm like, I kind of do mine sporadically. You know
I
what
tell
I mean?
you thespians, man. Yeah, man.
I was like, what? I can't get in character.
Yeah. What's my motivation?
Where is my motivation?
Yeah, man. Today is going to be a great day, man. You know, Greg Holla, can we get a drum roll? I mean, it's rare that we get royalty in studio. You know, every once in a while he decides to make an appearance. You know, it was funny. We were at the banquet day, and he was talking about how great the media day was on radio that he decided not to attend. But no. We have the one and only, the man, the myth, the legend, Coach Romanelli.
Yes.
A.B. Miller Athletics.
You know, it's funny because
he's in studio. He'll be in studio later.
Right.
Art.
His assistant is here.
Right. The mastermind of the whole Inland Valley series.
You know, I was we at my gig, I have an opportunity to be able to, you know, my little hookup I have an opportunity to put up pictures.
Right.
So we put up a picture of you know, myself, you, and the man, the myth, the legend, Coach Romanelli. So this young lady runs up to me. True story. Young lady runs up to me and goes, "Oh my God, you know Coach Rom?" I was like,
who doesn't?
I was like, yeah. She was like, oh wow, like it was the funniest.
Look right past you.
Yeah.
Look right past me.
Yeah.
You know, it's Bob and weave. You like, well, you know, I'm in the picture. You know,
indeed. Well, you know, great time right now, as Coach B was saying. It is Inland Valley Classic soccer time. We had football, the original, the worldwide football. And we are very, very appreciative. Today is media day. I think we have a couple kids in here today because today's it's like prime soccer time,
right?
From what we understand. So a lot of kids are out there just getting after it. So we're really excited about that. So we're going to be talking about that. The event's going down tomorrow. Had a great time for the banquet, Coach B. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Absolutely. So the banquet, we did it Tuesday. Thank you to Chick-fil-A Rancho Cucamonga. They went ahead and
I don't
fed.
even eat chicken.
Right. And that's why we went with Chick-fil-A. But it smelled good, though, right?
Man, it did. I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, I was like,
you were on the fence.
No. I mean, I was like, you know, that does look good.
Right.
Yeah.
Hopefully you got some chips and some water.
Oh no, well, I didn't get any chips. I was a little disappointed, but I did get water.
There you go.
I was hydrated.
There
so,
you go.
So thanks to the good folks that sponsor this stuff. I was hydrated.
Absolutely. So the kids came Tuesday night. If you want to see pictures, go to our Instagram, go to our Facebook, or IESportsnet.com. We have pictures from the banquet. The kids were issued their custom fitted.
I wanted to hop in one of those joints.
Boost Mobile.
Yeah.
Be heard. You know, we may have some extra large, or not extra large, but large. Some extra. How would you say that? You know, some extra of the large uniforms.
Yeah,
you can't say extra large.
We have more uniforms that are extra
large. Size large. That are size large, not extra large. They're size large. There you go. Because if you say extra large, that's the size. So we have more of the large jerseys. So you may be able to sneak one out. You know, and no one will see it. You know what I mean? So
you know, a little nice. I mean, I mess around and go out there. You know, because that's one thing I can tell you that I noticed about the soccer, the guys. They got this swag about them. I don't know if
you play the most popular sport in the world.
Yeah,
you know
what I mean? And I think everybody's kind of embracing that Ronaldo kind of deal.
I was going to say that. People talk about Kobe's contract. It says nothing compared to Ronaldo.
Yeah, that boy is getting paid.
Right.
And you see that hair, the little swoosh he got?
Yes, yes.
His swoosh is better than Superman's, I think. I mean, it's right there with Superman. Him and Superman's swoosh is like right there. They must go to the same. They must both go to
same
Fantastic
barber.
Sam's.
Yeah, you know the funny thing is, man, they say players like Cristiano Ronaldo, they say they like to come to places like America because when they come here, they go to LA and whatnot. No one knows who they are.
Right.
So they like to come here and hang out. You know, they're the big global superstars, but when they come here, no one knows who they are.
Right, exactly. That is
loaded.
well, you know, I mean, it's funny because, like I was saying last night, we were celebrating one of my guys' birthday, and who comes down the stairs? Jim Hill, brother Jim Hill.
There you go.
He got the proper. I don't know what they're using. The hair thing.
Yeah.
It's like this fake synthetic hair that they're using, for real. Even money that's on the Fox, the brother that's on the Fox morning show in the morning. You know?
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
He got the same synthetic kind of deal.
Well, tell them to get me a number,
right?
Because me and my hair have an issue.
You about ready?
You know?
Oh man, we are having some fun in here again. It's IESportsNet, IESportsNet.com. You guys can always go to our website. It's IESportsNet.com. And you guys can find out what's going on. Whoa, NBA playoffs are happening right now. Our boy, the local star.
The grandfather is still in the league. I mean, still playing. But I'm sorry, I digress. You were talking about the Spurs. I digress. I thought you were talking about Miami and their win last night. I digress.
This guy right here, man.
Yes, yeah. I was talking about the grandfather who's still playing, out there in Miami.
Yeah, hey, look, D-Wade does look good. And again, we're talking about NBA playoffs.
Yeah, talking about Moreno Valley Kawhi.
Moreno, you know what, man?
That's hard for a Riverside native to say that, right?
Yeah. The boy from Mama say Riverside, the boy from Riverside.
But you know what? On TV, they call it Riverside.
They call it Riverside.
They don't say Moreno Valley.
And Riverside Reggie's on there, and he says Riverside. Do you ever hear him say Mo Valley? No. I mean, he says it's in the vicinity.
Right.
I digress.
Right.
But yeah, the Spurs got bounced. You know, it looks like they need to get a little younger, a little long in the tooth at the point guard position, and maybe, you know, with our boy Duncan. But yeah, those boys, Westbrook and young Kevin Dudu ran circles around those boys, and it was bad news.
Right. Yeah, you know, the interesting thing is you look at OKC. No one's talked about them all year. They have a chip on their shoulder.
Oh, you could young Westbrook's out there making faces.
Yes.
The boy came in there with the Olivia Newton-John look the other day. He was trying to get physical. That boy is special.
You know?
That boy is special. Something ain't right, but I like him.
Yeah.
Don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
I don't like the astronaut pants.
Right.
Nor did I like the Olivia Newt hookup.
Right.
But the boy, I mean,
he's different. He's definitely.
You want him on your team.
That's something. You know, I played basketball. I was on basketball teams. I wouldn't say I played. You know, so that's
they gave you a jersey.
No, I didn't get a jersey, but that's one thing we got to talk to Rome about. What's with these kids in their uniforms and their? What are they doing? You know.
Well, yeah, I'm sure Rome probably has a couple of, let's say, special players as well that he has to deal with.
Right.
You know what I mean? But but hey, look, like I said, you want him on your team. I'm telling you, that guy, his ability to get up and down.
Do you want him on the Lakers? Now that you got Russ, because Westbrook's been in what, about 6-7 years now?
Yeah, I think what we're doing with the Lake Show, I like it. I want to, because that's what we were talking about this whole time. Build young. We want to just build a team that we can we can work with. And I think right now with Russell, he's going to be
he's going to be good. But I think what we got to do to win, we have to have a mix. You got to think about it. Do you remember who the power forward was in 2000 when the Lakers won?
Powell?
AC Green.
Oh, you talking about Jerry Curl.
AC Green. Remember that? It's like
you should have said Sullivan.
Right? They had on Time Warner, they had Timeless Lakers. So they showed the Lakers when they won in 2000. Yeah. I totally forgot AC Green was on that team.
That is amazing.
And the starting power forward.
That is amazing.
Where was Rick Fox? They had
getting
Fox
his hair
and
done.
Ori.
Getting his hair done.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is the man. Hey, look here, Rick Fox is the guy. I'm no front on that. Big up to Rick Fox. But at any rate, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't be mad to have Westbrook on our team. He would have to play the two.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. You put two is his position.
Yeah,
because
definitely.
You think about it, if you have a two guard that can bring the ball up, you can't trap the one guard.
Exactly. See, the thing about and they were talking about this, and we're talking about the NBA playoffs right now, OKC. One of the things they were talking about is they haven't really decorated Westbrook with the proper personnel.
Yes.
I mean, they took away Harden, they took away Jackson,
Yep.
and these are people that ultimately could have potentially played point guard. So he's really kind of playing out of position just based on their personnel.
Right. And once again, we're getting off track. This is the Inland Valley Soccer
Media
Day. But you know what? Hopefully when they got rid of Jackson, they called his mom and said, "Sorry, Miss Jackson." But, you know, it's I am for real.
I am for real.
But let's go ahead and take a break. You know, I know Coach Rome is somewhere around here.
Yeah, he's whisking around here
right?
like how he does
Royalty.
it. Royalty, you know what I mean?
You know?
Kiss the pinky ring.
Yeah, exactly. I built this Inland Empire Sports.
Yeah.
I built this, you know.
How does it feel to be me?
Absolutely. So let's go ahead and take a commercial.
Indeed.
You're listening to IE Sportsnet connected by Boost Mobile with Coach B.
And Eternal. When it comes to Inland Empire Sports, you know the conversation starts and stops here, live on Fox Sports 1350.
You're listening to IESportsNet.com, the Inland Empire Sports Authority.
Paid non-attorney spokesperson Adam Pulaski of the Pulaski Law Firm with principal office in Houston, Texas is the attorney responsible for the content of this ad. This ad is not legal advice, and the choice of a lawyer should not be based solely upon advertisement. Services may not be available in all states. Attention Xarelto and Pradaxa users. If you or a loved one has taken the blood-thinning drugs Xarelto or Pradaxa and suffered an injury or even died, you could be entitled to substantial financial compensation. Call 800-282-8605 now. Xarelto and Pradaxa have been linked to internal bleeding, strokes, and pulmonary embolisms. If you or a loved one has taken these blood-thinning drugs and have been hospitalized for internal bleeding, you could be entitled to substantial financial compensation. Don't be a silent victim. Time is limited to file your claim. Call now for free information and a free consultation. Lines are open 24/7. Call 800-282-8605. That's 800-282-8605. 800-282-8605. You could be entitled to substantial financial compensation. Call 800-282-8605 now.
All right, guys, we're ready for our Four Seasons sunroom, and Daddy's gonna get a rec room with refreshments.
Oh no, we'll be sleeping under the stars.
Mom, what about the one with, the fun?
Nice try, little bro. It's a gym. My gym.
Hey, Grandma's getting her Four Seasons garden room. Weather tight and still like being outdoors.
Maybe a living room. Oh no, wait, a family hub.
Yeah.
No matter what the budget, the season, or the climate, Four Seasons sunrooms let you and your family enjoy the outdoors inside. Call now to hear more about these great offers from the premier manufacturer of sunrooms since 1975.
More reasons for Four Seasons now.
To find out more, call toll-free 800-973-5533. That's 800-973-5533. Call 800-973-5533 today.
Score Sports has been a loyal partner in the sports industry for over 40 years. Founded in 1975, Score Sports has always been a family-owned and operated business located in the heart of Southern California. They offer a full line of youth and adult soccer uniforms, accessories, and field equipment, youth and adult basketball uniforms and accessories and equipment. Score Sports can outfit your coaches and league referees as well, and much more. Their dedication and attention to detail has transformed Score Sports into one of the leading sport uniform manufacturers in the United States. Visit their spacious warehouse at 726 East Anaheim Street in Wilmington, or call them today at 800-626-7774. That's 800-626-7774. Or visit them on the web at scoresports.com. That's scoresports.com, at facebook.com/scoresports, or on Twitter and Instagram with the handle Score Sports. That's SCORESPORTS.
What's up? This is TJ Ward from the Denver Broncos. You're now tuning to IE Sportsnet.
The Inland Empire Sports Authority.
Yes, we are live at the IE Sportsnet. IE Sportsnet, connected by Boost Mobile. Beautiful thing right here live on Fox Sports 1350. This is Eternal.
And I am the one and only Coach B. You know, when it comes to Inland Empire Sports, conversation starts and stops here. And then Greg Holler, I tell you, this is going to be a DJ. What song is he playing? I love it, man. I love it.
You know how we do it, man. Bring it right out here, man. A great Saturday morning. We are celebrating the
Coach B. I'm sorry.
Yes, we are. We're celebrating Coach B. Hell.
Yeah.
But we are celebrating the Inland Valley, the first annual Boost Mobile Inland Valley Soccer All-Star Classic. It's going to be taking place tomorrow, 4 o'clock, right there at Fontana, California, A.B. Miller High School. It's going to be going down. Coach B, man, how you feeling about it, man? We're very close.
I'm feeling good. I'm sitting here looking at this, and we had the conversation. We compete every day.
Indeed.
We compete about everything. And I'm looking at the numbers on iesportsnet.com, and I'm looking at the amount of shares that we have from the banquet, from the announcement of the rosters.
Yes.
Next to football is the highest amount of shares that we've had, more than the original basketball classic.
Wow.
But I digress, so as I look at Coach
Rome's going to sock you in the stomach. But without further ado, Coach Romanelli, right? Coach, Coach, please, as always, man, we thank you so much, sir, for coming. Please introduce yourself to the IE Sportsnet audience.
Well, I didn't really plan on coming on live today. I didn't do my hair and my makeup. Not really ready. But
I look good every day, but that's just me.
He just came out of the bathroom. The lady, makeup lady was in there. Brian had, she was getting a touch up real quick on his makeup.
Right. No, I've done makeup before, and it's like, man, we can't help you.
Right. Oh man. My goodness.
Magician, not a beautician.
Right.
Coach Roman, this is obviously we had the banquet. The speaker. What's the gentleman's name that was the speaker?
That was Brian Silva. From
yes.
He's the information specialist from Valley College. So we wanted to do something different because they're student athletes.
I think it was a really good twist. I wanted to ask you about it, Coach Rome, how you felt, the banquet overall, the importance of it, because that's one of the things you've really been
Champion.
on. Yeah, exactly. Making sure we have that banquet when we celebrate these kids, and I think that's been received well. But maybe you can kind of talk about the experience on Tuesday, please.
Yeah, for sure. The banquet was very well received. Got a lot of positive feedback. It's one of the cool things about having this all-star experience. It's not just an all-star game. The way you guys have helped set this thing up, it's not just get a jersey, come play a game, see you later. It's have an experience. And so, Brian did a great job, and he brought a different perspective because we had coaches speak at a couple of the other banquets.
Right.
So to have the sports information director bring in a little bit more of the academic side and what he deals with in terms of social media,
right.
bringing out the programs at San Marino Valley College, really interesting. And I thought it was great. And I thought the people that were there, kids and parents, appreciated it as well, get a different perspective on the college experience.
Now, full disclosure, it was, he was there by default. Because what happened, it was about a week out.
What happened was.
It was a week out from the banquet. I was like, what? We don't have a speaker. so I reached out to a couple of coaches, and they were like, hey, I'm booked. So,
but you know what? Honestly, that was really.
He was the guy for us, though.
Without a doubt. I liked what he said in terms of telling the players when you get to that next level about talking to those people to make you look good. I really that was something that I pulled from what he was talking about, amongst other things. But I think that's one of the things that really stood out about that. And Romanelli, you're a former athletic director. Maybe you kind of could talk about how important that is for even as a high school and then moving on to college, because that is an important factor, obviously.
Yeah, and I think at that level, especially the JUCO level, as much as the high school level, it's all about perception, and people don't really get to see anything other than what you put out. So, the media coverage is kind of what it is, but they're usually covering games and surface type things. So if you want to really promote your program and your athletes, you have to take the bull by the horns and really do that yourself and get out on social media. Make sure that if you have a signing that you put that out and really sort of advertise your brand.
Yeah.
And it really falls on. At high schools, it falls on the athletic director generally, and at the college level, they have a sports information person. So that's probably a really fun position to be in.
Certainly.
But it's definitely a critical position if you want to keep your brand out there and make sure that the awareness of your program is high and you can keep getting kids to come in and play for you.
Certainly.
Right. And one thing that we talked about this a couple of weeks back. Eternal is a Riverside native, born and raised, and you're a Fontana guy. Grew up, graduated from Fort High. You guys are both from the Inland Empire. You guys were here, back in the 90s when people first started really migrating to the area. And I asked this to Eternal about a week or two ago. Have you ever seen anything like this, to this magnitude in the Inland Empire, like with this Inland Valley series? The amount of attention and focus we put on the games and the kids.
No, absolutely not. No, and All-Star Games have been around for a long time. And, and they probably always will be, but again, the way this thing has been run, I think we took a pretty good idea and ran with it and made it a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
It continues to get better. I mean, we keep making these little tweaks and these little adjustments as we go, but I know for the kids and the families, it's top notch.
Right, and you know the funny thing is we were all sitting down at the place in Redlands, the hamburger spot.
Oh yeah.
Rika Burger.
There you go. So we're all sitting.
Really
down.
nice spot too. A good referral on that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good place to get a salad, right?
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
No doubt.
Our guy Yost had took me there. So,
yes.
From San Manuel.
Big up to Jonathan Yost.
So we're all sitting there talking about the basketball game, and then the soccer game came up, and then we're not soccer guys.
Right.
We don't know very much about soccer, and that's when Rome said, "Oh, you guys will be tasked with doing the soccer game." It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Hey, here's the hat. Put it on. How does it fit?
Getting a little bit out of your comfort zone, John.
Exactly.
Well, no, I mean, let me tell you something. It has been as we talk. Me and Brian had this conversation about soccer. That was like probably one of the sports that we talked about.
You were passionate about that 4 years ago when we started IU Sports Mag.
Well, just because, and I think Rome and I talked about this as well. When you go around the area, you look at the parks. They're just filled with people who are just getting. These guys got the uniforms on, and they're getting the soccer thing going. I mean, it is rolling. They got they got the girlfriends out there watching. They got the tent put up. I mean, it is a serious thing. So I don't know, Coach. I mean, you tell me about how popular soccer is, and maybe
your son plays.
Yeah, so
he does. Yeah, and I come from a soccer background a little bit myself. I played most of my childhood. Retired from soccer and started playing basketball full time. But I've got an ethnic background. We're Italian, and I believe we own 4 World Cups. If I'm not mistaken.
Put it out there. Put it out there. Put it out there a little bit.
my wife's from a big Colombian family, so they're huge on soccer.
Oh man, I can imagine.
Really, my first major experience was I lived in Paris, France for a few months. 1996, I think, and I used to go play pickup basketball right near the Eiffel Tower at this huge sports complex every afternoon. Met a bunch of guys. We had a great time. And there were always about 18, 20 guys waiting to play basketball. You had a one-game wait, basically, to play a pickup game.
Right.
There was a soccer field, and it was 50 to 100 guys.
Wow.
Just waiting to play pickup soccer.
Wow.
Amazing. Yeah.
Wow.
And I could kind of feel the wave starting.
Yeah.
It was already big in Europe, and it was starting to be talked about in the States, and it's just grown from there. Every year it's gotten bigger and bigger here. So.
The original football.
Yeah. And, it's I was watching ESPN, and they were talking about when the games come on, how the ratings are. They're just like, it's incredible.
For ESPN here?
Yeah, well, the ESPN was talking about the ratings when soccer comes on television.
Yeah, because I know they're talking about the Copa. The Copa is going to be here in a year or so, and I guess that's going to be a big thing.
Oh man, it's going to be insane. So yeah, I as you were talking about,
Magic got a soccer team. I'm sorry, Buck. I'm sorry.
I
misspoke.
I'm about to say, what do we call him?
Yeah, Buck Johnson.
Buck Johnson.
Yes.
But I think, as you were alluding to, Coach B, and we saw this with the social media. What I was really excited about was the parents were just really fired up. I mean, I think that was probably like the first time that Coach B and I that we had like 4 or 5 parents go, hey man, take a picture with our daughter. You know what I mean? Take a picture with our son. You know what I mean? It was just, they were really excited about the soccer experience. I mean, people have we've gotten correspondence from people just saying, hey man, thanks for just focusing on soccer. And we're excited to take on the challenge. Obviously, I mean, we all collectively look at it as a challenge. So it's going to be something exciting.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. And soccer used to be something that came about every 4 years for the World Cup, and people would take a passing interest in the World Cup, and then it would be disappear for 4 years. Now it's a year-round thing. It's great for the community, and soccer is a sport that you don't necessarily need to be the stereotypical basketball guy, 6'5", long.
Right.
Anybody can play soccer.
Exactly.
With some athleticism and a lot of desire.
So I couldn't play. You had me until you said athleticism.
He said that might be something you may be able to at least put a uniform on and run out there and look. And look the part.
At least look good. Yeah. You know what I mean?
We'll have to. We have one of the soccer players there. We'll have to kind of see if maybe you fit the cut. I don't know.
Right.
You might have to lose about 1.5 pounds or something. I don't know.
And one thing we will say though, on a serious note, is the level of the high level and standards that we have for this game is wrong. Because we have our meetings. We have our friendly disagreements, but Rome's one thing Roman is passionate about is having the bar high. And putting the bar higher than we even think we can achieve. Like we said, when we first did the game, when we first met with Rome, and I always tell this story how, because we were pitching, he was the athletic director at the time at A.B. Miller, and we were pitching some football ideas. And I never forget where I was like, Rome's got a poker face because he's sitting there, and I told Eternal about this afterwards. I said, I was thinking he wasn't feeling it. I said, I'm just throwing stuff out there.
Right, you're giving him your best stuff, your oral Hershiser stuff.
And then he sits back in his chair and puts his head up and says, I've been thinking about this basketball game, and I think you guys might be the guys.
Yeah. I heard what you said, but I got something else. I've been thinking about something.
And then that's what, man, I promised him everything, man.
Yeah.
I said we could do. I had no idea how we were going to do it. Had no idea, and that comes from the sales background.
Indeed.
You get your quotas at the beginning of the month. You're like, how am I going to do this?
Yeah, and you got to go out here and produce, man.
And you go and you get it done.
Yep.
So custom jerseys, that was Rome's idea.
Certainly.
Doing the banquet, that was Rome's idea.
Yeah,
so and those are things that we've consistently done. And these are jerseys. And I'll ask both of you gentlemen, since everyone's here from the Inland Valley Committee, we give the kids custom jerseys they keep for a lifetime. How much do we charge these kids? I
don't know, Rome.
I was an English major, so couldn't do the math.
That's what we got to figure out.
Yeah, the calculator was, maybe, I don't know, maybe the app wasn't working on my calculator, but it kept coming up with zero.
We fed them for free at the banquet.
Yeah, hooked it up.
They playing the game for free.
Yeah, beautiful.
They get a custom jersey for free.
Yes.
And it's all free. And once again, that was hats off to Rome. We have been passionate, and in 2 years, we have been honored that we have never charged a kid to be a part of this game. It's just an experience that we want them to enjoy and take a part of.
Maybe you could talk about that, Coach Rome, about, and again, obviously this is not to discredit any other games that are going on, but maybe you can kind of talk about that, why you thought that was important.
Being an athletic director and coach.
Certainly. Have the jerseys and then give these guys, honor them with jerseys, and also make it to where, it was free.
Well, I had been a part of different All-Star games over the course of my coaching career. I was honored to coach in a few different games. And the Daily Bulletin game always stood out as an experience. It wasn't, like I said, it wasn't just, go see your high school coach, get your jersey, show up on Saturday and play. It was, they had the banquet. They honored the kids in front of the media. They put something in, back then they used to run a big spread in the newspaper with every kid's picture. And,
right.
And newspapers were running a little different at that time. But it was an honor, and that's what it's supposed to be.
Right.
And so I think we kind of took really that format and ran with it. And, Brian goes back to that meeting that we had originally, and first of all, that was not a poker face. That was I'm trying to weed through the BS from the salesman face.
Right.
I was telling him everything.
Yeah.
Man.
He's like, okay, that one right there, he could probably do.
I was like, I can get the game at Staples Center. I mean,
So luckily he didn't come in with all BS. We weeded through what we needed.
Well, that's my initials, BSA. Just drop,
Association.
Right.
Yeah. So we were able to kind of come up with some great ideas, and he did sell me on the idea that he could get the uniforms, and I had no idea how he was going to do it, and little did I know.
Neither did I.
He had no idea. But it's all worked out, and I can't even thank Score Sports enough. But we talked about the first class stuff that we're doing, and I have to give a shout out to our athletic trainer, Davey Miller, Heather Harvey. She's coming out and bringing her staff.
Yes, does a great job, Coach Rome.
Dr. Chalk Penta's been to our games and worked the sidelines, and to have those kind of medical personnel at something like this, I mean, you just don't see that.
Oh,
so,
no.
It's just taking it to another level. So I think everything we do so far has been first rate, and I want to keep that same standard.
We
and
do
once
as well.
again, you're listening to IE Sports on Fox Sports 1350. And you know what? I don't know. Is the athletic trainers just for athletes? Because I have a bad back. And,
Cause I told him I'm going to get my fingers taped up. I'm going to go in there. I'm going to get like the little tape right here, like right on the tips. You know what I mean? I'm going to have like about 3 of them taped up. I'm ready. I'm going to be on. I'm like, I don't want the microphone to slip out of my hand.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Brian, break it to you, but the key word there is athletic trainer. She might be able to refer you somewhere.
Oh, okay. There you go. What about the doctor? He looks like he can help me out,
She's not a chiropractor,
I think he's obligated by his oath.
Okay. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Well, we definitely appreciate Coach Rome coming in and talking about this great Inland Valley series that he was the mastermind of. It was his ideal. And before we can't do, we have to do it justice. Say thank you to Louis Brewster,
certainly.
Michelle Gardner, and Pete. Over at the Daily Bulletin. They were instrumental in making sure we did the basketball game correct and to keep on that legacy. So we definitely want to make sure we do it justice.
And let's throw Russell Ingold in there.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Big up to Russell Ingold. Oh, man. Yes, he has, man.
I thought the article he wrote the other day was great.
Oh, man, that was something.
Yes.
Honestly, I think probably like that was probably the best article, at least correspondence that I've seen, press-wise, to date. So that was special. We're extremely thankful for him. Thank you, Russell.
Yeah, because that's our ultimate goal. Is we want to turn the Inland Valley Classic into a foundation that helps more San Bernardino County athletic programs, students, and so forth. And thank you, while we're having a love fest, thank you to Fontana Mayor Warren,
indeed,
Fontana Police Officers Association, Boost Mobile, Score Sports, Rancho Cucamonga Chick-fil-A, IE Sportsnet, Coach B,
Body Armor.
And myself, Coach. Did I say Coach?
Big up to Body Armor.
Did I say Coach B? Okay. All right. Yeah. No, Body Armor as well. So let's go ahead and take a quick commercial break. We found out yesterday that today was a big day for football, for club soccer. So, but we're fortunate to have one of the players that wants to show up, Aaron Herrera.
My man came from the high desert
from
too.
Sultana.
Yeah.
So he was the furthest. Sultana. He was the furthest away.
Yeah.
But he was here on time. He was here before me.
My man Carl was like, "Yo, I'm in the building."
Yes.
You know what I mean? So it's a great thing. But that's another thing we enjoy is making sure these young men and women get a chance to have a radio experience as well, which I think is a lot of times just their first experience. So we're excited about that. And that's good. So we'll take a commercial break. If he's good enough, I've been looking for a replacement. So if he's good enough, we might just have to. But let's go ahead. On that note, let's go to commercial. You're listening to IE Sportsnet, connected by Boost Mobile with Coach B. And Eternal, when it comes to Inland Empire Sports, the conversation starts and stops here, right here live on Fox Sports 1350.
You're listening to IESportsNet.com, the Inland Empire Sports Authority.
Paid non-attorney spokesperson Adam Pulaski of the Pulaski Law Firm with principal office in Houston, Texas is the attorney responsible for the content of this ad. This ad is not legal advice, and the choice of a lawyer should not be based solely upon advertisement. Services may not be available in all states. Attention Xarelto and Pradaxa users. If you or a loved one has taken the blood-thinning drugs Xarelto or Pradaxa and suffered an injury or even died, you could be entitled to substantial financial compensation. Call 800-282-8605 now. Xarelto and Pradaxa have been linked to internal bleeding, strokes, and pulmonary embolisms. If you or a loved one has taken these blood-thinning drugs and have been hospitalized for internal bleeding, you could be entitled to substantial financial compensation. Don't be a silent victim. Time is limited to file your claim. Call now for free information and a free consultation. Lines are open 24/7. Call 800-282-8605. That's 800-282-8605. 800-282-8605. You could be entitled to substantial financial compensation. Call 800-282-8605 now.
All right, guys, we're ready for our Four Seasons sunroom, and Daddy's gonna get a rec room with refreshments.
Oh no, we'll be sleeping under the stars.
Mom, what about the one with, the fun?
Nice try, little bro. It's a gym. My gym.
Hey, Grandma's getting her Four Seasons garden room. Weather tight and still like being outdoors.
Maybe a living room. Oh no, wait, a family hub.
Yeah! No matter what the budget, the season, or the climate, Four Seasons sunrooms let you and your family enjoy the outdoors inside. Call now to hear more about these great offers from the premier manufacturer of sunrooms since 1975.
More reasons for Four Seasons now.
To find out more, call toll-free 800-973-5533. That's 800-973-5533. Call 800-973-5533 today.
Score Sports has been a loyal partner in the sports industry for over 40 years. Founded in 1975, Score Sports has always been a family-owned and operated business located in the heart of Southern California. They offer a full line of youth and adult soccer uniforms, accessories, and field equipment, youth and adult basketball uniforms and accessories and equipment. Score Sports can outfit your coaches and league referees as well, and much more. Their dedication and attention to detail has transformed Score Sports into one of the leading sport uniform manufacturers in the United States. Visit their spacious warehouse at 726 East Anaheim Street in Wilmington, or call them today at 800-626-7774. That's 800-626-7774. Or visit them on the web at scoresports.com. That's scoresports.com, at facebook.com/scoresports, or on Twitter and Instagram with the handle Score Sports. That's SCORESPORTS.
Yo, what up? This is Sendog from Cypress Hill. You're listening to me on IE Sportsnet all day long, all day strong, you heard?
Yes, we are back at IE Sportsnet, IESportsnet.com, connected by Boost Mobile, right here live on Fox Sports 1350. I am your host, Eternal.
And I am the one and only Coach B. You know, when it comes to Inland Empire Sports, the conversation starts and stops right here.
Yes, sir. Wow, you know, it is special Saturday today. Media, we're talking about the the Boost Mobile Inland Valley Soccer All-Star Classic. Tuesday, we had our media day. Chick-fil-A, big up to Rancho Cucamonga. Chick-fil-A came through there. You know, they didn't have no tofu sandwiches. I was a little perturbed about that.
Not a Chick-fil-A.
I mean? You know, but yeah. So I was, you know, all I got was water. But hey, I digress.
Yeah, we ran out of chips.
Right?
You know, so look at Greg Holland, man. So, but it was good. They fed the kids.
Yes.
The parents, the coaches. So everyone, even my family got something to eat.
Yeah, I was about to say the Arringtons ate well.
Yes.
Chick-fil-A out. So, you know, nobody had to cook in the Arrington household that night.
And big ups, you know, I always forget to do this. Big ups to Brandy, my wife, Brandy.
Oh, man. And she is like, I mean, she's like IE Sportsnet mom.
Right,
right. I mean, her, you know, comes. I mean, Brian's always dragging her out.
Exactly.
It's all the stuff, and she's and to her credit, she's there with a smile. She's dealing with folks, always personable. Thank you so much, Ms. Arrington.
You know, because the funny thing is when we're driving to the banquet, she sees the kids in the car with you, and then she's like, wait, what are my kids? And then because I was following you because I had so much stuff in my car.
Yeah, I was kidnapping the Arrington kids.
Right. BJ, Brianna, and Brandon. And she didn't find out till then that she was going to be serving the kids at the banquet. So.
Oh, by the way, you're just coming home from work. We got something for you. Yeah.
And then after that, she was issuing the jerseys to the kids.
Oh, yeah, man.
So,
thank you so much. We appreciate that.
But I digress, man. We have a fine young gentleman here.
Yes, sir. All the way from deep. I mean, he comes from an area where if the weather doesn't permit, he may not even be able to come down here.
Right.
I mean, it's you know, with the mountains and the valleys and stuff. So please, if you could, kind young man, if you could do us the courtesy of introducing yourself to the IE Sportsnet audience.
What's up, guys? I'm Aaron Herrera. I came from Santa High School all the way up in the high desert. Came down here to play some soccer for you guys.
There it is, man.
He sounds cool, man.
Yeah, oh, no,
I mean, he's got the haircut like we said.
That's what I'm saying.
No,
like the soccer guys are the swag guys. I mean, you know, the basketball guys come in here and they got the FaceTime, they got the phone. I mean, we've had all of them in here. We had the basketball players, we've had the football guys on. Volleyball. And soccer players, hands down, are the coolest. Yeah. I mean, they come in here, man. We were at the classic. I mean, we're at the banquet, and they come in. Swaggle was aplenty. You know, everybody's hair was nice, and you know, talk to us. I mean, obviously, you know, you guys, the soccer players, have a certain approach how they get down. Maybe you can kind of talk about that. I don't know. Maybe I could be misspeaking. Maybe you can talk to us about that.
Man, I don't know, man. It's just about soccer players. I mean, you know, everybody calls little pretty boys.
You know, I got a rule. I'm gonna tell you this. I got a rule. No one can come in the station looking better than me. So we may have to cut this interview short.
He's upstaging you,
right?
But tell us about how, you know, right now soccer. How was your senior year, and then now you guys obviously you know you must have had a progressive year because you were selected to play in this All-Star game. So maybe you can kind of talk about your year with your high school team this year.
I mean, all started with tryouts, man. We had some new kids come in, started seeing them play. We wanted some of the underclassmen to come up with us because there was a lot of seniors on this team this year.
Right.
And a lot are leaving this year, so I mean, we got all them up there just for them to start practicing with us, start getting all that work in the field, the team,
right,
for varsity. And we kind of took it all the way. Got one L, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But won the rest, man. Got Emerald champions.
Nice.
And I 2 players from our team ended up winning the Defensive Player of the Year and MVP.
Nice.
And my other teammate.
Yeah.
He's not coming, but he won MVP, and I had gone the Defensive Player of the Year.
Nice. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now tell me, how does it feel? Because again, you guys are out there in the high desert, and you know, a lot of times the high desert is looked over with a lot of Inland Empire teams, and now that you're going to be right there playing and competing with people with some of these schools that are more, I guess, recognizable. How does that kind of feel for you now to kind of play? You know, now you're going to be right there playing with some of these guys. I'm sure a lot of these guys you probably played with in in
youth or club.
Yeah, in the club tournament. But maybe you kind of talk about it. Now you guys are going to be right there in the mainstream competing.
I mean, it's not my first time playing against these kids like this. I mean, we went to that Riverside one, man. It was crazy. I mean, we did get whooped, man. I mean, it was fun though. It was a good experience. I mean, it's really challenging, and I like the challenge, you know. Especially playing in the goal like that and just playing against these kids that could freaking hit some shots from 30 yards out and stuff, man. I mean, it's just fun.
Yeah.
It's fun.
And it's your final high school game. And you know, one thing, you know, when I look at your background and your bio, you said one of your biggest challenges was going to high school and fighting for your spot on the varsity level. You know, I went to high school. I fought for my spot. It didn't turn out very good for me. I didn't win my spot. So
coach told him, like, you know, he was issued a jersey during the, you know, and then during the game, all of a sudden, one of the star players came. Arrington, give me your jersey.
No, that was my helmet. That was when I played on the football team. Ray Tarver, his helmet, his face mask got cracked. And the coach looks at me and said, Arrington, let him try on your helmet. I said, man, I ain't giving up my helmet, man. Why'd you have to bring that up, man? I mean, that's just... but
we've all had it. Hey, man.
Only me and you had it. Every player we've had here has never had it.
Right. Well, yeah, excuse me. Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about the process when you got to high school and competing to start on the team, because you've done well. You got the Defensive Player of the Year. You're a stud goalkeeper. Well, tell us about that process of, you know, going on to the high school level and fighting for your spot.
I mean, it all starts on freshman year, man. You walk in there, you're the newcomer. They're kind of looking down on you, and they see you as just that little kid that just came in to play.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, when you go out there and you start putting your all in the sport and you're showing them everything that you got, then I mean, it starts meaning a lot more to the team and to the coach, and everybody starts kind of looking up and just saying, "Oh, okay, this kid's pretty good."
Right.
You know what I mean? And I mean, freshman year, not gonna lie, they had me jumping up and down, varsity to JV, and then sophomore year kind of moved me up a little bit more, then put me down, and then junior year went back up, and then senior year just started.
It was all yours.
Yeah.
It was all and you know, one of the most interesting things that I see in any sport is the penalty kick. So tell me, you're a goalkeeper. So tell me, what is that? It seems unfair. You know, I mean, because you have this big, you know, the goal is huge.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just you and the guy, and they can kick the ball anywhere. What's going through your mind when it's you and that guy and it's the penalty kick?
Well, I don't know. I just kind of just look at him, try to get in his head, you know, and just kind of make him shoot where I want him to shoot. That's the beauty of being a goalkeeper. You could, like, you're controlling everything.
Right.
I mean, and honestly, it is a lot harder for the other player to shoot because they're so close to you.
Right.
And you can close in that distance when they're running up to the ball.
See,
if you do look, goalkeepers do tend to, like, close up the distance when they're going up for a shot.
Yeah, I knew that. and I'll tell you this. So
giving them some soccer 101.
So let's say when you keep them from scoring and you win the game, do you look at them? Do you say, "Yeah, I got that"? I mean, how does that feel?
I mean, I don't like looking at them all cocky and stuff. I mean, I look at them and just like, "Hey, next time, man." Like,
yeah.
Kind of. I don't want to be too rude, but I mean, I did make the save. And
that's my. I've always said this. If I was to score a touchdown. I never did in high school. I said that I was hopping over the fence and I was running down Magnolia. I already said that.
He's a Ramona Ram.
Yeah. So I imagine if I was to make a goal or something like that in soccer, I'm coming out the jersey.
Right.
The jersey's coming off. You know, I'm gonna just be running down the. You know, I just imagine myself just trotting down the field, just letting the crowd know that I'm the man. But that's not what you do. I mean, obviously, right? That's not sportsmanlike. So generally, how do you celebrate that, or how does one celebrate? Like if you just like competed, you blocked the kick, it was a big game. How do you celebrate that victory?
And honestly, I get up, I start yelling, man. Honestly,
I start yelling.
Really hyped, to get my team hyped, telling them to get up and let's go. You know,
right.
Telling, like, just get everybody pumped up.
No doubt.
Shit.
Right. And you know, the one thing that we like about this game, because it's San Bernardino County. It's also, you know, the greatest American-born soccer player in American history is from San Bernardino County.
No doubt.
Mr. Donovan. So what are your thoughts about Mr. Donovan? Are you a Galaxy guy?
Myself, no.
He's like,
Who's your favorite player?
Well, Casillas, man.
Okay.
From Spain.
Okay. He's
There you
good.
go.
What is he a goalie as well, or?
Yeah, he's
Okay.
a goalie.
No doubt.
There you go. So who you got in the Copa?
I don't know right now, man. Honestly.
That's right, because they got to play into the tournament, right?
Yeah, you got to still get down. Yeah, so it's like it's still up in the air. So
There you go, man. Well, we definitely appreciate you guys. You guys were here bright and early.
Thank you so much.
You got here
Appreciate that.
early to the show. I mean,
and when he came, the swagger was on point.
Exactly. Looking
what I mean?
better than me.
Yeah. You know, he came up here, had his Wheaties. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he ain't even got to pull the phone out. He's like, I'm already ready.
Right, hair
You know
just looks good. It's like I wake up like this.
Yeah.
Wake up looking good, man. So you will definitely do the Sultana justice. Make them look good with the high desert. So Aaron Herrera, thank you so much for coming. You got here to the station before us.
Yeah.
We appreciate
Certainly
it, man.
appreciate that.
Good luck tomorrow. Once again, the Inland Valley Soccer Classic takes place at A.B. Miller in Fontana. The girls' game kicks off at 4, and we believe the boys' game should kick off at 5:30. If there's no overtime in soccer, right? All right, there's no overtime in soccer,
There's
right?
penalty kicks.
A penalty kick. Okay, there you go. I knew that. So we will. IE Sportsnet will be out there, and we're ready, man. So any predictions for tomorrow? How many saves are you gonna get?
As many as I need to make.
There you go.
Look at that.
Spoken like a goal.
Spoken like a true goalie.
True goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's a goalkeeper. Goalie is hockey.
I'm
but it's okay. It's okay, man. I saw him flinch. He was like, ooh, you know.
Yeah, he almost did one like one of those little wheel kicks, like bam.
Yeah, right. Bicycle kick on you, man. So we appreciate you coming in, man. You're listening to IE Sportsnet, connected by Boost Mobile with Coach B
and Eternal. When it comes to Inland Empire sports, you know the conversation starts and stops here. Live on Fox Sports 1350.
I thought you forgot, man.
You're listening to IESportsNet.com, the Inland Empire Sports Authority.
Paid non-attorney spokesperson Adam Pulaski of the Pulaski Law Firm with principal office in Houston, Texas is the attorney responsible for the content of this ad. This ad is not legal advice, and the choice of a lawyer should not be based solely upon advertisement. Services may not be available in all states. Attention Xarelto and Pradaxa users. If you or a loved one has taken the blood-thinning drugs Xarelto or Pradaxa and suffered an injury or even died, you could be entitled to substantial financial compensation. Call 800-282-8605 now. Xarelto and Pradaxa have been linked to internal bleeding, strokes, and pulmonary embolisms. If you or a loved one has taken these blood-thinning drugs and have been hospitalized for internal bleeding, you could be entitled to substantial financial compensation. Don't be a silent victim. Time is limited to file your claim. Call now for free information and a free consultation. Lines are open 24/7. Call 800-282-8605. That's 800-282-8605. 800-282-8605. You could be entitled to substantial financial compensation. Call 800-282-8605 now.
Here's George Foreman with InventHelp.
Hi, I'm George Foreman. Do you have an idea for a new product or invention? People ask me all the time, George, how do I get my idea in front of companies? How do I get a patent? What do I do next? Do you have the same questions? I'll tell you like I'll tell them all. Call my friends at InventHelp.
Call InventHelp today for free information. InventHelp has been helping inventors for more than 30 years and has sales offices nationwide. InventHelp can submit your invention to companies who are interested in receiving new ideas. If you have an idea and want to try to patent it and submit it to companies, you should call InventHelp today for free information.
Listen, I can't guarantee a company will be interested in your idea, but I believe every inventor deserves the opportunity to step into the ring and take their best shot. Put InventHelp in your corner.
To get your free inventor's information, call 1-800-352-1609. That's 1-800-352-1609. Again, 1-800-352-1609. A fee-based company.
All right, guys, we're ready for our four-season sunroom, and Daddy's gonna get a rec room with refreshments.
Oh no, we'll be sleeping under the stars.
Mom, what about the one with, the fun?
Nice try, little bro. It's a gym. My gym.
Hey, Grandma's getting her Four Seasons garden room. Weather tight and still like being outdoors.
Maybe a living room. Oh no, wait, a family hub.
Yeah! No matter what the budget, the season, or the climate, Four Seasons Sunrooms let you and your family enjoy the outdoors inside. Call now to hear more about these great offers from the premier manufacturer of sunrooms since 1975.
More reasons for Four Seasons now.
To find out more, call toll-free 800-973-5533. That's 800-973-5533. Call 800-973-5533 today.
Score Sports has been a loyal partner in the sports industry for over 40 years. Founded in 1975, Score Sports has always been a family-owned and operated business located in the heart of Southern California. They offer a full line of youth and adult soccer uniforms, accessories, and field equipment, youth and adult basketball uniforms and accessories and equipment. Score Sports can outfit your coaches and league referees as well, and much more. Their dedication and attention to detail has transformed Score Sports into one of the leading sport uniform manufacturers in the United States. Visit their spacious warehouse at 726 East Anaheim Street in Wilmington, or call them today at 800-626-7774. That's 800-626-7774. Or visit them on the web at scoresports.com. That's scoresports.com, at facebook.com/scoresports, or on Twitter and Instagram with the handle ScoreSports. That's ScoreSports.
This is Ryan Kelly with the LA Lakers. And this is the IE Sportsnet.
We are back at this IE Sportsnet, IESportsnet.com, connected by Boost Mobile, right here live on Fox Sports 1350. I am your host, Eternal.
And I am the one and only Coach B. You know, when it comes to Inland Empire Sports, the conversation starts and stops here.
Yes, indeed. Last night, I was out at Glory 30. Big up to my man, Eric Jackman. Hooked us up with some more tickets, man. We got a chance to go out there, cover it. Big up to my man, Lorenz Larkin, Riverside representing. He has a huge MMA fight coming up with UFC in 2 weeks.
Did he have rib on his head again?
No, well, he's growing it out so he can go ahead and get the bell.
Because I thought you was going to cry when you saw him on TV. He had the Riverside bell on the side. I was like, calm down.
I had a moment. I had a little moment. You know what I mean? I was yeah, we go get out.
What high school did you go to? You know?
He went to Riverside Poly.
He went to Poly. Okay,
went to Poly.
So you guys okay when you see each other?
Well, I kind of want to fight him.
Yeah, no, you don't.
Yeah,
you don't.
I don't want that one. Nah,
but you're a wrestler though, so.
But I don't want that.
Okay.
You ain't gonna have me up there with my arm all just dangling like this in front of women. No, they don't do me like that.
Right.
No, yeah, because they can embarrass you. Speaking of being, well, I'm not gonna say embarrassed, but Joe Schilling last night, man. Let me tell you,
friend of the show. He called us in.
Yeah, friend of the show. Yeah, called to the show. Really, very, very cool, cool brother. Was fighting. It was a rematch he had with Glory. And Glory is an interesting kind of thing. Whereas there's times where, like, when they have their big fights, you may have to fight 3 times to win.
Right. We saw that. It was a tournament.
Yeah. So this particular time was a one-shot deal, and it was a rematch. Let me tell you something. Like, and I'd say Joe Schilling actually won that fight because he was just really just beating him up in terms of boxing wise.
Right.
But oh my God, Joe Schilling's legs, there were just wet marks all on the back, like the thigh, like the thigh area, like the hamstring area. Just he was kicking him so hard. I mean, you can see when he was walking at the end of the fight, like his leg kept going in. Like, oh man, I'd have told him, hold on, ref, stop the fight. Tell him to stop kicking me in my leg so hard, please.
Right.
I mean, you could just hear like whap. It was like a stick hitting the concrete or something. Oh my! I'm happy his mother wasn't there.
Right.
Because if his mother, because it's close to Mother's Day, she probably would have went over there and said, "You gotta have to stop kicking my son so hard."
Remember years ago, it was a boxer where someone's mother jumped into the ring and started hitting it with the shoe.
Hit the shoe. That was back in the day. I forgot who that was, but I'll never forget that.
Right.
Yeah, you gonna beat my son like that.
Right. His daddy. I didn't let his daddy hit him.
His daddy ain't even whoop him that bad.
Absolutely. But you know what? Speaking of that, so people know, Eternal was out covering the Glory World Series. And I was out at Etiwanda covering spring football. So just so everyone knows, when they don't see us together, they always say,
where's he at?
Yeah. We do multiple things at the same time.
Yes, we do. Because even Eric was like, hey, your partner, I don't see him.
Right. So I was out at the Etiwanda spring football, and we sent some pictures out via Instagram and Twitter, and the response we got, even though it wasn't people's teams, just football being in the air.
Yeah.
It's just like, people love that football.
You see that, you want to go boil a mouthpiece.
Right. Right? So, and the one thing about it is we got some great things. We won't put them out there just yet, but we got some exciting things we'll be doing with Etiwanda football this fall. And that was like the first game that they had in the new stadium. I mean, to say that stadium is beautiful is is underselling it. I mean, at nighttime, you could see the freeway, you could see the mountains, you see clear skies. I mean, picturesque.
Yeah.
It's an amazing venue to be there. And my son, BJ, Brian II, he's ready to play.
Number 2.
He's ready to play wide receiver. And look at this, man. I'm 5'9". So I've always been considered undersized. BJ is 13 and he's 5'8".
Yeah.
So he can run and
his
jump.
shoe is about as big as your chest. It's I mean,
yes.
That boy got some hoofers.
That's what you said. You first saw him. You first saw him 4 years ago. You said, "Man, look at the boats.
Look at that. Look. I was like, Brian, that boy got some. It's like, well, he just got some feet.
Right.
So, but BJ's gonna be a tall kid. There's no doubt about it. Well, I mean, and look at his fluff.
Right.
He got that. I mean, his fluff is. I mean, BJ got. I mean, and Brian, obviously, I know you want to like wake up like in the middle of the night and cut some of his fluff.
No, you know what? The funny thing is, Scott had the high top fade. We grew up in the kid and play era.
Yeah.
So it's his mom that wants to cut his hair. But you know what? I say this is the only time he'll be able to be young and express himself.
Yep.
Let him do it. I had a high top, so it's just an extension of the high top.
Guaranteed. Well, I ain't gonna lie to you. I had the wet look.
Right.
I ain't gonna lie.
I had the curl in the 80s.
I went and got the little box. You know what I mean? The little S-curl box with the little sheen.
Right. You had to do it. Yeah. I mean, it was the 80s. It was the 90s. You know what I mean? So, and true story with speaking of my son and his feet. I remember in the 7th grade year. So this is why we changed the way we do back to school shopping for the rest of our lives. so we go back to school shopping. I get him like 5 or 6 pair of shoes at the beginning of 7th grade.
Right.
And then Brandy tells me maybe 3 months into the school year, he can't fit any of those shoes anymore.
I know you almost lost it. I know you almost lost it.
2 shoe sizes.
Wow.
Within like 3 or 4 months. He just had this spurt and exploded.
Yeah. I remember my dad was, I had that experience. My dad said, boy, you gonna fit them shoes. Oh yeah, you gonna fit them shoes.
That's why your feet don't stretch out right.
I told my feet, me and my feet had a conversation. You ain't go. You got to stop growing.
Your feet don't stretch out right no more because you had the roadside.
Had to roll them things.
But you know what? But here's the thing though. You're the oldest brother, so you never had it. So your brothers that got passed down.
Got passed down. I think one of my brothers. I think he just started wearing my senior year of school.
See, that's the struggle. The struggle is real for the youngest brother, man.
Please, used to be 4 of us in the one bedroom. Boy,
but see, you're the oldest. You don't understand, man, because you get the stuff first. You know what I mean?
Yeah, guaranteed.
Another true story, man. I remember I was a kid, man. My mother gave me one of my brother's jackets, and it was embroidered with his name, Craig. So I was at school, and all day people calling me Craig. I was like, well, my name is Brian, but okay. That's the struggle of growing up, in the city, the hub city.
Right.
What
you gonna do? You gonna wear it inside out?
Right. Hey, Compton in the 80s. You gotta love it, man.
Guaranteed, no doubt about it.
But we're excited about tomorrow.
Tomorrow's gonna be great. Want to thank our guest. Came from Sultana. Had his family in here. We could just see the families are really excited about this game. We're talking about none other than the Boost Mobile, first annual Boost Mobile Inland Valley Soccer All-Star Classic. Want to give a huge shout out to Coach Romanelli for this coming with all the great work and blessing us with his presence today.
Yeah, we got to, I know we talk about the Inland Valley, but we're going to have to get him in here because he had an amazing run this year. With his basketball team.
Came
out of retirement.
Took the suit jacket off.
Did the Pat Riley.
Whooped the Pat Riley. I mean, he was like, okay, hold on a second. He traded in the suit jacket for the clipboard.
Right. So he did like the Van Gundy, you're relieved. I'm going to come back, and I'm going to get back out there. Remember when Pat did that?
Yeah. He was, take that. He did the puppy. He's like I'm rapper, producer, CEO.
Right. So, but you know what the funny thing is I know Rome didn't like it, but that's the reason the Inland Valley started, because Rome was taking a year off.
Yeah.
Oh, we got to get out of here.
We got to get ready to scoop. So here goes the deal. If you guys want to follow what's going on tomorrow with the Inland Valley Class, you guys can hop on our social media. Everything we have, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook is at IE Sportsnet. Again, that's IE Sportsnet. Or you can go obviously visit our website, IESportsnet.com.
Right. And then your Meet Black People page? Our Black People page?
No, you talking about my Farmers Only account. Yes. So, my Farmers Only account, it's blowing up right now.
Absolutely. So let's get on out of here, man. Thank you for listening to IE Sportsnet, connected by Boost Mobile with Coach B.
And Eternal. When it comes to Inland Empire Sports, the conversation starts and stops here. Live on Fox Sports 1350.
You're listening to IESportsnet.com, the Inland Empire Sports Authority.